I'm Dr. Shormishtha Roy, Associate Professor of Surgery from Bardem General Hospital. Welcome you all to today's surgery examination room, and today we are going to show you how to examine a swelling. It's a very common short case in all professional examinations and even in the post-graduation examination. So, let us proceed. First of all, we will have to greet the patient and ask for permission. Then adequate exposure is necessary. After that, we will continue with our examination. আসসালামু আলাইকুম মা, আমি একজন ডাক্তার, আপনার হাতের এই ফোলাটা পরীক্ষা করব। আপনি কি রাজি আছেন? আপনার কি এখানে কোনো ব্যথা আছে? আচ্ছা, এই ফোলাটা আপনার কতদিন ধরে? 2-3 মাস ধরে। আপনার এরকম ফোলা শরীরের আর কোথাও আছে? কোথায় আছে? হাতে আছে, পায়ে আছে। এগুলোও কি একসাথেই হয়েছে? আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। So she has multiple swelling like this one in elsewhere in her body, but because this part is already exposed, we will do examination of this swelling only, so that we will get idea of the other swellings. But ideally in real life, when you see one patient having a swelling, before taking decision about the other swellings, you also have to examine those swellings. Okay. I have already asked the patient whether there is any pain or not. Patient said that there is no pain. So I will start with my examination. First of all, I will see the swelling, where it is positioned. As you can see, the swelling is on the lateral aspect of her elbow. This is the swelling. The skin over the swelling is normal. There is no redness, there is no inflammation, and there is no punctum. So the skin condition is normal and the surrounding skin is also normal. Now I will see temperature and tenderness. I can compare the temperature of the patient with the other hand. In the same way, you see temperature here from normal to abnormal, from normal to abnormal. Now I will see temperature and tenderness. For tenderness, you will have to look at the face of the patient while touching the swelling gently. I am touching the swelling and I am looking at the facial expression of the patient. Patient is not feeling any pain. So the swelling is not tender. Now I will palpate for surface and consistency. The surface is smooth. It's a spherical swelling. The measurement is approximately 2 into 2 centimeter. Sometimes we see that our students try to take out a measuring tape and measure the swelling. It is always good to have a measuring tape with you, but if you can assume the amount of size of the swelling, you can say this is 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter, and there is no harm on it. Okay. So this is a 2 into 2 centimeter swelling. Surface is smooth and margins are well defined. Consistency is soft. Now how do you know that the consistency of a swelling is soft? You can compare the consistency of the swelling with different parts of your body. Like when you want to see cystic swelling, you compare it with your cheek. So this is the consistency of a cystic swelling, like this. Now if you want to consider whether a firm swelling, then, and you are confused, is this firm? I don't know, I am not sure. Then what will you do? You compare it with the tip of your nose. The consistency of the tip of the nose is firm. Now, if you see a swelling and you don't know whether the swelling is hard or not, then how do you know that this is a hard swelling? You compare it with your forehead. So, this is the hard. Now, how do you compare soft? You compare soft with your lips. But due to COVID situation, I am not very interested to touch my lips with these hands. So, I am not showing you that, you understand that. So, that is how I see the consistency of the swelling. Now, surface and consistency is done, margin is done. Now, I have to see whether this swelling is fixed with underlying structure and fixed with skin or not. Now, we pull the skin like this. If it freely moves over the swelling, then it is free from skin. The skin is moving, as you can see. Now, to see whether it is fixed with underlying structure, first we move it side by side, then we move it up and down. Then we will have to make the muscles under this taut. As this is a swelling over the joint, it is a difficult task to taut the muscle because there is no muscle just underneath this. But in other situations, say if you have a swelling here and you want to see whether it is fixed with underlying structure or not, you will make the distal joint come into action. Like if you want to taut the muscles of the extensor group of the forearm, you ask the patient, মা আমি আপনার হাতের উপর এখানে একটা হাত রাখবো, আপনি হাতে এরকম তোলার চেষ্টা করবেন, করেন করেন জোরে চাপ দেন। See, the muscles of the forearm has become taut. So if the swelling was here, then you can move it here. But in my case, so always, okay, relax. Always make the joint distal to the swelling come into action. That will taut the muscles. In my case, this swelling is over a joint and there is not much muscle insertion here, but still I will do it. Arekbar chap den. See, the extensor group insertion over the lateral epicondyle of the elbow is taut. These extensor muscles are taut, you can see, and the swelling is still moving. So it is not fixed with the underlying structure, relax. So that is how you see whether the swelling is fixed with underlying structure or not. Say if the patient has a swelling here, then what is the distal joint to the swelling? This is the distal joint. In that case, you will ask the patient to flex the elbow against resistance. আমি আপনার হাতের এখানে হাত রাখলাম, আপনি কোনোই ভাঁজ করার চেষ্টা করেন। See, the biceps has become taut. So if the swelling was here, then you can see the fixity. So remember this very common rule. The common rule is make the joint distal to the swelling come into action. Then the muscle groups underlying the tumor will become taut. Very simple rule. So I have seen fixity with skin, I have seen fixity with underlying structure. Now there are some special tests of a swelling, like this is a soft swelling, well circumscribed, free from skin, free from underlying structure, soft in consistency. So what is coming into my mind? I am thinking of a lipoma. So the special test for lipoma is a sleeping sign. Let us see whether sleeping sign is positive in this patient. For seeing the sleeping sign, you will put your finger at the edge of the swelling, then put gentle pressure. If the swelling slips away from your palpating finger, see, slips away from your palpating finger. So sleeping sign is positive. Now, what if you get the swelling cystic in consistency? Cystic consistency swellings, you will have to see fluctuation test. In a swelling of 2 into 2 centimeter or 3 into 3 centimeter size, it is good to see the fluctuation test with the 3-finger test. You put 2 fingers of your left hand on both pole of the swelling. Remember, the swelling is full of liquids. So, if you put 2 fingers on both pole of the swelling and tap in the center, what will happen? The fluid inside the swelling will make a thrill, and you can feel the thrill on your 2 fingers placed on both pole of the tumor, like this. So, this is fluctuation test for cystic swelling. Now, say if the swelling is soft and placed over a vessel like this, radial artery, this is the place for radial artery. So, if the swelling is here and you want to know whether this swelling is coming from the radial artery, it can be a radial artery aneurysm. What do? You see whether the swelling is pulsatile or not. To see a pulsatile swelling, there are 2 kinds of pulsation. Before that, I must say it. There is transmitted pulsation, like there is radial artery here and a lipoma sitting over the radial artery. So, it is dangerous. If you put an incision and you injure the radial artery, then you are in problem. So, you need to know whether this swelling comes from radial artery or this swelling is sitting on radial artery. So, you put your 2 fingers over the swelling. I will do it here. You put your 2 fingers over the swelling. If it is arising from a vessel and it is a vascular aneurysm, with each pulsation, the swelling will move up and out. So, both your fingers will move up and out like this. And if the swelling is a lipoma or anything else that is sitting on a vessel, then every time the vessel pulsates, the swelling will move up, not out. So, a vascular aneurysm will be expansile swelling like this, up and out. A transmitted pulsation will be up, up, up. That is how you see a pulsatile swelling. Now, how do you check whether this is a hemangioma, a vascular anomaly? In that case, the swelling may have a bluish or purplish hue over the skin and the temperature may be raised. And the specific test for a hemangioma or other vascular anomaly is you compress the swelling like this. You compress the swelling will disappear. Then, when you remove your pressure, the swelling will automatically reappear. If the swelling goes away on pressure, that is, if it is a vascular swelling, the blood accumulated within the swelling will go away into the feeding vessels. Then, when you remove the pressure, the feeding vessels will feed in the blood into the swelling again. So, the swelling will automatically reappear. So, this is a compressibility test. Now, what if such a swelling is placed on the abdominal wall or over the chest wall? Then you will also have to see the cuff impulse, but I am not going there today. Now, what else do you need to see in a swelling? If the swelling is cystic and you may consider whether this content of the fluid is a clear fluid or a turbid fluid. In that case, you will have to do a translumination test. For translumination test, you will need a torchlight. Before putting it on the patient's body, see whether it works or not. And then ideally for translumination test, it is good to have a dark room without much light. Then you can see whether the swelling becomes illuminated with the light. Can you turn the light off? Now, because this is a very small swelling, I do not need a cylinder to make it dark. I will just put it here and see whether the swelling illuminates or not, but it does not. So, this is not a cystic swelling, as I have told you earlier. You can have the light. Because this is not a cystic swelling, so the translumination test is not positive. A common mistake that is done during translumination test is that students turn on the light and put it from a distance like this. This is not a translumination test. This is not a translumination test. Okay. You will have to press it against the skin and see whether the light passes through the swelling, whether the light passes through the swelling. If the swelling is full of clear fluid, serous fluid, then the light will pass through the swelling. Now, can a lipoma be a cystic swelling? This is a very common question, most frequently asked. The answer is yes. Ours is a warm climate. In body temperature, fat can remain in a semi-liquid state. So, sometimes a lipoma may also look like or feel like a cystic swelling. So, this is all about examination of a lump. Now, as the patient has similar swelling elsewhere in the body, so our diagnosis will be lipomatosis. With that, I would like to end my examination, but before ending your examination, do not forget to cover the patient and say thank you. Ma dhonnobad. Okay. Thank you very much. If you have any question or query, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.